Hi everyone, welcome to Virtual STEM Club Light It Up. I'm Sandy, and today we are going to use a craft stick and a couple of other supplies, and we are going to build a flashlight. You should have already picked up your take and make bag that will have all the supplies in it that you will need to make this project. Let's get started. Okay, it's time to open your bag and see what's inside. And what you're going to have are two tiny little light bulbs. They're clear, a battery, a craft stick, some copper tape, and a binder clip. The only thing that you might need from home is a pair of scissors. So the first thing you need to do is take your battery out of the package. If there's a little slit on the battery on the back of the package, and you can just push that through and pop it open. If you have trouble with that, take the scissors and cut the package and get it out of there. We'll take the battery and test your light bulbs, and you have to, just in the event that one of them doesn't work, but you're going to take your light bulb and you're going to slide a prong on each side of the battery. You see how there's two prongs on there? I'm just going to slide that up and it should work, and this one doesn't, and that's why you have two light bulbs. So we're going to do the same thing with the other one. We're going to slide it on here, and there we go. It lights up. So the one that doesn't work, just throw that one in the trash and put the one that does work where you can find it for your project. So the next step will be taking your craft stick, and you're just going to slide that on the end of your craft stick with a prong kind of in the middle, and then you'll take your copper tape, and you can either run it down and just leave it attached, or for me, it's easier to cut it. I just work better that way. So I'm gonna roughly measure how long I want my copper tape to be, and you want it to be not quite to the end of your craft stick. So I'm gonna take and cut my copper tape, and I'm going to loosen the tape from the paper backing like this. It's best if you don't take it all the way off the copper tape, because the tape is sticky, and as you're trying to attach it to your craft stick, it's easy to get it stuck to your fingers and get bends in your copper tape, and sometimes that can cause problems with your project operating correctly. So you just want to make sure you've got one prong of your light bulb on the end of your craft stick, and then just take the sticky side of your copper tape, kind of just pulling the paper away a little bit, and cover the prong of the light bulb with this end of the copper tape, and take a fingernail and kind of rub it down the prong of the light bulb. And once you've got that pretty secured, then you can just take your tape, loosening it a little bit at a time and kind of smoothing it out all the way down your craft stick. And it's okay if it's crooked, because you're going to see how crooked mine is when we're done here. But just keep pulling the paper away and then smooth it out, and see what I was talking about with kind of bends and kinks. You want to avoid that as much as possible. So we'll just smooth this out, and then we'll do the same thing to the other side. So we'll just take some copper tape again. Get a rough idea of how long you want it. And again, you don't have to put it all the way to this end of your craft stick, just kind of down where it starts curving at the end. Tear it or cut it. Pull. And this could be tricky to kind of separate it, and if you need some help from someone older or an adult in your house, go ahead and do that. But just take your tape, pull it away from the paper, put it over the prong of your light bulb, kind of secure it down around the prong, and run it the rest of the way down your craft stick. Let's see, if you go too fast, it curls back around yourself. And I tore it, pulling that out, and that's okay. We're gonna still leave it and see if we can get the little flashlight to work without that last piece of tape. So the other thing then that we wanna do is we'll take our battery, and you should have a little bit of copper tape left. And this is just to help us attach the battery to your craft stick. You could try it with Scotch tape. I didn't have very good luck doing that, so I chose to use a little bit of my leftover copper tape and just make a little sticky loop like this. Stick it on the flat side of the battery, and then hopefully your circle, your little loop works. If it doesn't, cut another piece and try again. It's super sticky, so just if you get it stuck and tear it, just try again. And if you can't get it apart at one end, just turn the piece around and try the other end. And we'll just make a little loop. Stick it together. Put it on the flat side of your battery. And then I'm going to flip it over on this side. And I don't think it matters which side of your craft stick you stick your battery on. And just stick it like that. And now we're ready to see if our completed circuit is going to work. And how we do that is we take our binder clip, stick it on the end of down below the battery, and then just flip your the handles up. If that doesn't work, you can flip the battery over and see if that works. And if that doesn't work, we might have to adjust our prongs. So there we go. And part of the problem, oh, there we go. So you can see, even though it's only this part touching the copper tape on the back here, because this side is touching the battery, it's completed our circuit and our flashlight works. Success. Thanks for joining us for Virtual STEM Club Light It Up today. I hope you had fun with the project. If you've got video or pictures that you'd like to share with us doing the project, we'd love to see them, and you can share them at the email address on the screen. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.